That's a really creepy hello.
Hi, everything.
Hi, everybody. We are late because there are technical issues, as there always are. Yeah. Hello, everybody. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Tia Abdullah, and with me again this week is my co-host Sally Honey Hasman.
Hi, I'm Sally.
Hi,
Look at my
guys.
outfit.
Yeah, Sally just got out of the shower apparently, and I am still in my pajama bottoms.
We got our life sorted.
We have our life sorted this Ramadan. This is the festive season of Ramadan. If you guys have any people who are watching right now, if you have any friends who would be interested in watching the show, can you send them the link? Because we've been really tired the past 2 weeks since our last show that we just didn't make an effort this week, much to our dismay. So before we start, I'm going to do some admin. Look at me. This is the chillest I've ever been doing a show. So let me just do some admin first. So for those of you who have never been to Ramshackle, but I'm assuming most of you who are watching now have been, it's a show where we do a variety of things. We try not to strive for perfection in the show, which is why it's called Ramshackle. It's meant to be a complete disaster, but an organized disaster. It's also a place for performers to have fun and experiment. And for those of you guys who have been to Ramshackle, please message in the chat, which is for everybody, I guess. I don't know. What am I saying? Message in the chat. Tell us that you've been to the show. If you've never been to the show, just tell us you've never been. And also tell me what you've show bingo today. To my baby Norwira, can you please put it in the chat? The bingo that we have for this week for this show and for people to have fun. One of a performer just messaged, somebody's vacuuming outside my room. So the good thing is that she's on mute, so no one can pass up that bingo today. Anyway, let's start. Hi, Sally. How's your isolation going?
I love it.
Doing fine.
I can wear my pajama every day, even for this show. I don't mind.
Right. Are you not still working though?
I am working from home and also working in the office. So it's like during alternate days. So alternate days I'm in my PJs, and in the office I wear pajama as well, but with jeans.
Right. Okay, pajama with what? I'm not paying attention. I'm sorry.
I just wear my pajamas every day, but only where I wear jeans. So that's a huge difference. Okay. I'm making a fashion statement. Korona fashionista.
Tell me about your background. What do you have there? You look super chill.
My God.
The last show.
Do you want to see my aesthetic background? Look at that.
Is everyone broke that they don't have money to buy a wallpaper, so they just write stuff on Post-it and just assume that it's aesthetic?
Yeah, but it makes sense, right?
No, it doesn't.
It's called minimalism.
Yeah. If it's minimalist, you take down that Post-it.
I love it there for the sake of the show. But as soon as it ends, I'll take it off and then I'll put some fairy lights if I could find any.
So what have you been doing during your ISO? Like
Netflix, I've been watching a lot of Spanish dramas.
Uh-huh.
And I can be so happy to admit this, but Spanish people are like really, really hot.
Uh-huh. Sally, for God's sake, we've worked this out for 2 weeks. We have points of discussion.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. Sorry. I got sidetracked now. So I've gotten to online dating.
All right.
Yeah, I've gotten to online dating because, when you're in isolation, you don't get to meet a lot of people in real life. So you resort to a lot of online dating.
That's what I've been doing too. The past, I don't know, like 5 weeks. That's what I've been doing.
Uh-huh.
I'm on a lot of dating apps.
Wow. Okay.
And I'm lonely. Honestly, I through everyone living in my city. For those of you who don't know, I don't live in Brunei. I live in Australia. Like Tinder introduced the passport function where you can locate yourself to other places in the world.
Do you need to pay for it?
Sorry?
Do you need to pay additional?
It's free. No, I think it is. Wow. It's free. Yeah, one of our performers just went, it's free. Yeah. So
wow.
So I swiped through like everybody in my city,
Uh-huh.
everybody. Swiped through
Wow.
all of them. Swiped through all the men on Tinder. Set my location to London. Set my location to India. Set my location to Brazil, to Wuhan, all the countries in the world, Sally. That's
Oh,
how
how
bored
did
I
it
am.
go? How
Swipe
did it
through
go?
all of them. None of the men are for me. Only me
Uh,
and God now, Sally. Just me and God, my longest relationship. This
Alhamdulillah.
Ramadan.
Alhamdulillah, sister. MashaAllah. I'm so happy for you.
I'm really
Well,
glad. Mm.
Alhamdulillah. Well, for me, I've met someone.
Tell me more about the person that you've met.
Well, we met her online. I mean, he's been trying to woo me for the past 10 years. And then finally, with this isolation, I finally gave in.
Uh-huh.
And I think,
10 years.
yeah, for 10 years, he's been trying to woo me for 10 years. And then now finally I gave in. And I realized that he's really a nice guy. And he's like what you would say, a Prince Charming.
Right. Tell me more about this 10-year relationship.
He's like a prince. Like, okay, I don't say this. This is just between us and the audience, but he's like the prince of Nigeria. Yeah, he is
Okay.
like, yeah. And then we didn't meet from any like dating app. We met,
Sally, can you tell me
yeah.
more what he emailed you?
Okay, in the beginning, he's like, he keeps on asking money for me, but then I was like, nah, I'm broke. But then he was very persistent, you know. I love how sincere he is because he's like saying he needs money to save his family back home in Nigeria, and then he needs to help build the hospital and all that. And I'm like, oh my God, he is so down to earth. And that's how I fell in love with him. I mean, I don't know. He's just amazing. Macam he can be the imam to my life.
Sally,
Yeah.
what else has he said to you?
Well, he keeps on
Has he
asking like
asked
for,
anything?
yeah. He asks like for a few $100 every week. But I don't mind really. Pasalnya sedekah itu kan baik lah. So I'm like, okay, I'll give him a few $100 a week lah. Asalkan, because
Uh,
cinta tu kan, there's no price tag lah. And then it's for the good cause anyway, for Nigeria.
for Nigeria. Okay. Sally, I have a feeling that your prince is not really a prince.
No. What? No,
Yeah.
he's a prince, like legit. He's from this, I don't know, like he's really a prince, legit.
Oh, why do you say legit? Because he asked
Pasalnya,
for money? Like, what prince has asked for money? I don't think
well,
I've seen a plot in a Disney film where the prince is like, girl, I love you. Give me some money.
it's for a good cause, okay? Not because he wants to do it for gambling and all that. He just needs help for his country because it's very poor. And then, right, I'm happy that I'm helping out because we did
Racist.
promise. But we did
When did,
promise, right?
uh-huh.
Yeah, we did promise that as soon as the Corona ends, we're gonna meet each other.
Right. Okay. Anyway, we'll get more into your romance in a bit.
Oh my
So
God, I'm
Sally,
so shy about it.
I do want to talk about one thing about going on video dates.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Uh,
haven't done that.
you and your prince. I mean,
Yeah, we haven't.
you better rethink this relationship as well as your life.
Well, oh,
Sally, may
okay.
I?
Okay, yes.
So anyway, so like video dates are really weird, which is a thing like people have been encouraging if you're gonna try to go dating. And like one of the thing that I realized that's very strange about video dating is that like I've gone on video strangers to compensate the loneliness in my heart. But one of the things I find very interesting is that there's a height difference if you're dating somebody online.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because
Okay.
like I've only ever dated people who are either taller than me or shorter than me.
Okay.
Here's my phone, right? There
Uh,
is never gonna be a time like if I'm dating somebody face to face, phone aside. If they're taller than me, I'll be seeing them like eye to chin or eye to I don't know nostril, and if they're
yeah.
shorter than me, I'll be seeing them from like eye to bald spot. So like I feel like um, with video dates, it gives the delusion of romance that's very quick.
Okay. In what way?
I haven't been in contact with anyone for like 5 weeks. I haven't been with, like, that's it. Like 5 weeks I've been in isolation. And the idea that I'm on a date with somebody and their face is this close to me, because there's a lot of eye looking. There's a lot of like looking into their eyes, deeply into their eyes. And it feels like love.
Okay.
Like, you're only ever this close to somebody. Like, this is somebody's face. You're only ever this close to somebody if you really love them or if you're going to punch them in the face.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is not recommended, by the way. For those of you who want to punch me in the face, this is not, like, go a bit farther. But yeah, this is like them breathing my face on the first date. This is not social distancing approved. This is too intimate.
Okay.
Yeah.
How shall I have my date with my prince? But moving on.
Anyway, we'll go to our first performer for today. I'm trying to see who's... Yeah, okay. Anyway, we'll introduce our first performer. Can we welcome Nadia Rahman into the screen, please? Clap your hands for Nadia. Nadia, unmute yourself.
Was I on the screen already? I was clapping for myself. And I was waiting for me to pop up on the screen. Oh my god, now I can't hear you.
You don't have to. It's fine.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh, sorry. Bimbo moment. Hi. My name is Nadia Rahman. Fun story. My guitar string, the middle string, snapped while I was playing it. And I, like the 10-year-old I am, could not stop laughing at the fact that it was the G string that snapped. So today, so I have found a loophole, and I am going to be playing a song that is very bass oriented, and it's also like a song that I really, really, really love. It's by Hayley Williams. Like, she's doing her own solo thing now. Whoop, whoop. I see you, Tia. It's Hayley Williams. So yeah, I'll start off with that. I've seen your body, and I have seen your beauty, and though they are separate things, pretty, pretty, pretty things, but I am in a garden, tending to my own, so what do I care? And what do you care if I grow? Oh, if I grow roses, 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 show no concern for colors of a violet. Lotus, 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 lotus. Hope it won't spark envy in your irises. Think of all the wilted women who crane their necks to reach a window, ripping all of their petals off, just 'cause he loves me now, he loves me not. I might myself was a golden woman, drowsy in the dark room. Forgot my roots, now watch me bloom. Roses, 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 roses. Show no concern for colors of a violet. Lotus, 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 lotus. Hope it won't spark envy in your irises. Irises. And I will not compare her beauty to mine. And I will not become a thorn in my own side. And I will not return to where I once was. But I can break through the earth, come out soft and wild. Roses, 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 roses. Show no concern for colors of a violet. Lotus, 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 lotus. Hope it won't spark envy in your irises. Okay.
Is that how you end all your performance? Okay.
Pretty much. That's my what's it called? My niche. Ending it.
Your
with an
niche.
okay.
Thank you so much for that, Nadia. That was lovely.
Listening.
Like you're clapping for yourself.
First up, positivity, patting myself on the back.
Yeah, good girl. Yeah.
Love it. You know what was my main concern? Takut ada kedengaran vacuum mo tadi. Habis ke sudah?
Both. It's me. It was me. I'm the vacuum girl. Yeah, it stopped right on time. Like the moment like I came on, like she just stopped vacuuming outside.
Why
I
are they
think she-
vacuuming so late?
I mean, I don't know. Time different. It's Corona time. So
Time doesn't exist when you're in Corona.
No. So hi girls.
Hi. You don't have to make this so awkward, you know.
I'm not making it awkward. It's only awkward if you make it awkward too.
That's true.
Gotcha.
So we decided to have like a topic of discussion with our performers, and then you wanted to talk about the notion of support local.
Yeah.
Yeah. So first and
go
foremost, should we be supporting local, I guess?
It's not in that. That's not what I kind of meant. What I meant is like, you know how you put power behind your words,
Okay.
right? So people have associated support local with a almost, how do you say, with an almost satirical manner in a way.
Okay.
Like if they were to say it, they're like, yeah, support local, but they don't actually mean it. They're just saying it just because it's a thing that's going on. And like, and I feel like that kind of mindset really affects the tag itself.
But in terms of support local, like ada which industry, like F&B ka, music ka, or apa?
It could be like it could be like in any industry that's local, but what I was focusing on was like the music industry. Like people make music and they go hashtag support local, but like I feel like at the same time they don't actually really mean it. I mean, like it's not that for everybody, but like there's always the underlying feeling that, oh, like it's been so overused in like a satirical way to the point where like local artists really don't feel like supported, you know?
Yeah.
And then it also has to do, there's like an underlying toxicity behind the world. Like I've asked my friends, you know, like my friends who are in this kind of local music industry, I've asked them like how they thought about it, because like one time I was talking to my friend and I called him by his stage name, right? And he's fairly successful in this kind of industry. But when I said it, he literally like curled inwards into a ball. Like you could feel him just be like, oh, like don't do that. And that got me like really curious. I was like, oh, why? Like are you okay? Like what's wrong? Like what's up? Like to the point where you feel like you're so ashamed of something you created and did succeed. So he does have like supporters, but at the same time, like of course there's like the underlying backlash that you would get in any other like music industry itself, you know? Like it's not just in this local sense. But for me it's problematic because we're already such a small community. Right? So like, you know, the West, they're huge. They've been handling this for like a long time. But it sucks for like us like as a small community that people really that's all we have, like our community itself, you know, and to see that even to feel like the community itself won't back you up for what you want to do, that's like really like a toxic trait. And also the added fact that if somehow that Bruneian artist is acknowledged by people outside of Brunei, baruta orang, they'll be like, oh wow, like you're the real deal. So why does it have to be acknowledgement from a different outside. Like in the outside that validates an artist, you know, kind of thing?
I feel like what's strange about this discussion is that locals want to demand for so much more, but the ones that are existing, like, well, it's fine. Like, if they're not good, you don't have to support them. Like, I think one of the things I don't like the whole notion of the support local thing is that you have to support really problematic things. Because the reality is that if it's problematic and it's the only thing that exists, don't support it. That's the way I see things.
Define the problematic.
Racist, sexist, misogynistic, etc. Like those kind of things. And there are a lot of those things out there.
Yeah.
Like if those things exist and you want to support local, and just because it's the only thing there, demand for them to be better. And I think that's the problem that we have also, is that when you want to support local, it's just you're like, oh, it's the only thing I had, so like I'll deal with it. Like BRT, like they have all these problems and stuff. Like call out bullshit. Tell people to be better. Because I think like
swear?
Sorry?
We can swear?
Yeah, we can. Have you just been holding back? Yes, this is the only space in a Brunei show we can actually swear. Yeah, so like we should call out bullshit, and the thing is that we should be demanding for high quality stuff. And by high quality stuff, it doesn't just mean like people who make good music, people who write good lyrics, but it's also like you need to demand from performers or people who sell stuff or people who produce things, for them to basically be more inclusive, for instance. Because one thing that Nadia talked to me about like a few weeks ago is that there's also a problem in being a female artist in Brunei. Yeah.
I'd say in terms of like female musicians in Brunei, I really don't see them much on the mainstream kind of scope. Like if you were to really look at it and you were to see like all the rappers and all the bands, they're very highly male centered. And I mean, like, I'm sure there are female performers out there in Brunei, but like I'm not sure why they haven't really like tried to get out there. Maybe it's like the whole societal thing, like. See, should I really get into
or maybe
get loose, girl, get loose.
Or maybe they're intimidated by the whole like mainly male population, so that's why like that feeling when it's like the male population is like a pack of wolves. And then when you're trying to rise out there, like they're gonna bark at you and tell you like fuck no, like that. Yeah.
I was talking to my friend yesterday, and she was talking about artists in general, like whether it's comedians, performers, or musicians. And what she said was really stunning to me, in that we are aware that sexism occurs, but at the same time, there's like these industries where masculine energy is very prominent, but it's just like allowed to fester there. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Get it.
Festering as in like sampai people like wanting to thrive atau like held back, is it?
Yeah, kind of. But also like macam they're just very sexist, for instance, or very racist, and then people just don't do anything about it, because instead of challenging it, people just kind of stick with it because it's like that's the norm of that industry. We have to follow through with how that works.
Yeah, I see. I see where you're going with. Yeah, and I think also with like female performers, it's scary to put yourself out there, because most of the time when people criticize, this doesn't just apply to female. I would say like the whole performer thing in general. When people criticize you, it's not constructive at all. So there's no how do you say, crap. That's my crap. No, there's no constructive comments afloat. So the thing about Bruneian culture, like social culture in general, is I'm gonna say that we like to like criticize people a lot. We just like to pick on every little thing they do. But what we say is not necessarily constructive too, in a way. Macam, okay, you don't like this, but don't say it in a way that's gonna like demean them, like demean their self-esteem or like what they do, but do it in a way where you constructively tell them what they could do better,
Right.
So like it's not so much as saying something negative, because that can make such a big impact on an individual itself. It's not just going to be you saying this. It's probably like a bunch of other people going at this person for what they do, right? So I feel like we really need to... Oh, hello.
Alec, we're gonna mute you in the time being because Nadia's in the middle of something. Keep going, Nadia.
Because, crap, I lost my train of thought. Where was I?
Negative comment.
Yeah, I feel like if people really need to know that there's power behind the words that you say.
Yeah.
And it's you who's putting the power behind it. Oh, that's my battery. It's you who's putting the power behind it. So like you have to be careful with what you say, because words, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words hurt more. Kind of thing.
Yeah. We're gonna let you go now, because this is like the section of the feminist spiel of Ramshackle.
Check. Oh my god! And thank you who made the bingo. I feel so represented. That little box. That is so me.
Okay, thank you so much, Nadia.
Bye.
Yes,
You're amazing.
Have a good isolation.
You too.
What are we supposed to go through next, Sally? All right, I'm supposed to introduce you. We're supposed to play this thing where we're swiping left and right on the guys that bump into on Tinder.
Yeah.
But I don't know if anyone wants to play this. Do you want to play this?
I want to play it.
You want to play it? Okay, so if you're the audience and you're watching, Nadia, can you go to the YouTube page and actually put your comments there since you're typing into the Skype? So I'm gonna be reading out coronavirus specific profiles, and you need to tell me whether you want to swipe left or right. Left is a no, right is a yes. So people who are watching right now, you can participate in this. These are really bad/good pickup lines about coronavirus. Sally, are you ready?
Are we not going to see their photos? Just so that
We're not. These are like 5. These are 2 months old.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, Bart, 42. Where do we have our first date? At grocery shop? What else is open? Swipe left or right?
Right, I'll go right.
Right for Bart, who said your first date is going to be in the grocery shop.
It's the most romantic thing. Next to going to Nigeria.
Okay. We'll have that discussion later. Okay. Peter, 32 years old. I have toilet paper, food, most TV subscriptions, and while I may be considered essential, I work from home. Am I the worst person you could be stuck with for 14 days?
Oh, gosh.
Right or left for Peter? Let me repeat that again. I have toilet paper, food, most TV subscriptions, and while I may be considered essential, I work from home. Am I the worst person you could be stuck with for 14 days? I would say...
That's like right.
Yes! I'm going to say no to this guy.
Why?
Ugh. No, it's so lame though. I don't want to be stuck with a stranger for 14 days. That's just...
But he has TV subscriptions.
I have TV subscriptions too.
Yeah,
Okay.
fine.
Ready? Next?
Yeah.
Ahmed, who is 32. He's a mechanical engineer, so he's got money.
Ooh.
He said staying single during quarantine is hard. Cry emoji. Left or right?
Boring je ke dia ni. Left.
He's a mechanical engineer. Come on now.
Tapi his description is so not macam more to like complaining. What if I'm stuck with him and then all he does is like complain. Like, please deh, walaupun berduit.
Okay, you're over-assessing this. I mean, and here you are. Here you are with your Nigerian friends.
Oh my gosh, I love him.
Okay, we'll go with one more person. Dave is 43. His work is darn COVID. He is on forced holiday, which means he's got fired.
Oh.
Yeah. So he said, this is a very long profile, JSYK. Okay. Given the current situation, it's pointless using this app for its intended purpose. So I'll revisit it once things have returned to normal. Having said that, I'm still fine with chatting to people, bracket, normally clean and respectful, close bracket. So if you need a distraction from the isolation, feel free to swipe right. Doesn't mean anything other than simple chatting, not expecting anything anymore. This person is so lame. Dave is 43. He has no job.
Super like.
Oh, God. Okay. We'll move on to our next performer. Super like for lame Dave. Our next performer, Sally, you're performing next.
Oh yeah, with Malik.
Oh God.
Yes, Mom.
Okay, guys, please clap for Malik and Sally.
Hi everyone. Malik,
Hello.
introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Malik. I'm Sally's cousin. That's all I got.
So for this part of our performance, we'll be doing an interview sort of thing where I'm just wondering about what my cousin is doing all the way there, because I haven't seen him for like since the whole pandemic, and I'm wondering about how he's doing, and I'm referring to you in a third person. So just want to know, what have you been up to, Malik, ever since the whole Corona? How's everyone? How's my other aunt? And how's my aunt, my uncle, my cousins?
Everyone's doing all right. I think one of the biggest thing I miss during freedom is I call it freedom now. Is social interaction. now I talk to all of my siblings and I'm tired of them. So now I talk to a baby because we have a baby niece.
Oh yeah, congratulations by the way.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I know 3 words. Gigi, Gogo, and Gaga. I'm still stuck at Gege. But it's bad. It's bad. Like the whole missing social interaction thing is bad. Like I remember this one time, my parents ordered food, right? My parents
Yeah.
ordered food, and the delivery guy came in,
Yeah.
and he gave me my food, but I wanted to talk to him. So I was like, how's the wife doing? And then he was like, sir, I'm single. Well, that was awkward. And then he came back to me. He was like, sir, how long have you been pregnant? I was like, I'm a guy. And you know what he said? He was like, see, sir, I also have feelings, sir. But yeah, everyone's doing great, especially during Ramadan now.
Yeah.
Where the hardest part about Ramadan, and I'm sure everyone has this, is to wake up for sahur.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I'm a heavy sleeper. Like I'm a really heavy sleeper. Like back in the days where firecrackers were still legal. Like remember that? That's how my parents woke me up. Like at first my dad knocked on my door, like Malik, it's time to wake up for sahur. And I'm like, what do you want me to be poor? I was like, what? Like I just couldn't understand.
Palaw ko to.
Yeah, and then he sprayed water at me. So he sprayed water at me, but I didn't care. I was like, you know what? Since when is there rain in my room? I don't care anymore. Like eventually he just gave up. So he like light up this firecracker,
Uh-huh.
threw it in my room, locked my door, and he said like, fire in the hole.
God. Gila your dad to.
Yeah. So now I wake up early,
Yeah.
not because I want to, but because I have PTSD.
Good for you then. I mean, good for you that you can wake up early, but I'm not gonna say much about PTSD. But okay, moving on. And then how's your sahur like?
Well, like even during the dinner table, like dining table, like I'm still half awake,
Yeah.
and my dad likes to prank me about this.
Uh-huh.
But he only does it when he gets tired of my shit, Like, Malik, can you pass the water? I'm like, oh, there you go. That's not water, that's red sack. Try again. I was like, all right, I got you, Dad. I grabbed him something else, but it still wasn't water. It was chili Maggi.
Paloy ko ni mundo.
So he got tired. Like, he got so tired of it, he poured the chili Maggi inside the water cup, and he was like, would you like some water? I was like, I will like some water. 5 minutes later, I'm wide awake.
Did you drink it? You
I
drank it all.
did. I did.
Good job. Proud of you.
But like it runs in the family because even though my dad's a prankster, I'm also a prankster.
Okay.
Like,
oh wait, I am related to your dad. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, we do like each other. Okay, go on.
like he lost his phone the other time.
Oh no, what happened?
Yeah. But here's the funny thing. He went to my room while holding his phone and he was like, Malik, have you seen my phone? And I'm not just gonna give it to him like immediately, right?
Uh-huh.
So I was like, have you tried miscalling it? And I swear to God, he was holding his phone. He was like, oh my God, that's a good idea. Hold up. He called his phone using his phone.
Uh-huh.
And I was watching this. And then he was holding the phone for 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what he said?
Uh-huh.
I forgot. I think I muted my phone. I was like, oh my God, Dad. Oh my God, Dad.
Oh my God, that's your dad. That's my uncle. Oh my God.
Like the only thing missing was me recording it. I wish I could have. But yeah, that's the only thing going on within my family. It's still crazy. It's still funny.
Okay, oh my gosh. Well, I'm so happy for you for what's been going on. Okay, how about tips about surviving coronavirus in this Ramadan time? Like, do you have any good advice before we leave, before I kick you out? And like
think the
call my
first
uncle and then I call your dad and like apologize for for what's been going on in at home.
Hey yo, don't expose me to my dad, man. I think the first tip I can give you guys is don't ask whether the delivery guy has a wife or not, because that could be offensive. And try to wake up for sahur and stay alive. Make the best out of it. Make everything funny because it makes life easier, I guess.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, thanks, Mal.
No problem. No problem.
You're great. Okay.
Thank you for having me.
Bye, Malek.
Bye.
What's next in the agenda?
Azira.
No, what's next?
Oh. Oh, can we go on with the no with the left right?
Oh, you want to keep swiping?
Yeah.
Someone's thirsty. Okay. If you just joined us on the stream, so I've been screen capping coronavirus pickup lines for the past month or so via Tinder. And so what we want you guys to do is to type left for no or right for yes to these guys' profile. If you're Jay just said Tinderona, that's true.
I love it.
I'm calling like people I'm talking to my Corona lover right now.
Ooh, I like
It's
it.
not ooh, it's bad. It's a bad time. So anyway, so left for yes, no, right for yes, left for no to these coronavirus chat pickup lines. Tally, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay.
Nate is 37. He said, "Who wants to self-quarantine together?" Haha.
Oh, this.
Left. Okay.
Mm.
See. Yeah, rightly. He should be left. Daniel is 32. He said he is 100% COVID free. He's 6'6".
Ooh.
Used in otherwise good condition, sense of humor intact.
Ooh, I
Daniel
like
is
him.
32, 100% COVID free, 6'6", slightly used in otherwise good condition, sense of humor intact.
Right.
Right. Okay.
I like him.
You like him? Jesus Christ. Okay. Scott is 32. Apparently, he went to Hogwarts.
Oh my god.
His profile says, "Searching for a friend for the end of the world. Help me stave off the boredom." He's a chef.
Oh, right. Oh no. Oh no. Can I retract? Can I rewind?
Take back, please.
Damn it.
I have like two more. Okay. We'll do two more. Mick is 29. He's not here for hookups or anything serious, just looking for a COVID vaccine. I swipe right on this guy. This is funny. Not here for hookups or anything serious, just looking for a COVID vaccine.
This is hard.
Why is it hard? Life is hard.
I don't know.
Why is it hard? Tell me why it's hard.
Everyone wants the vaccine, but what does he want from Tinder? Like, does he expect someone to give a vaccine to him now?
Oh, I think you're overreading this. You're overanalyzing.
I'll swipe left on him.
Okay. Everyone's swiping left. I'm like, okay. Okay, the person with a sense of humor has swiped right. Okay. Tom is 35. He said, "Insert random coronavirus Okay, let me read that again. "Insert random coronavirus theme quip here, but seriously, just looking for someone to help each other through the whole isolation thing." A lonely boy looking into the eyes of a lonely girl.
I can relate to that. Yeah, swipe right.
Left for lazy quip, says Mujahid Johar. Correct. Blackpink has finally followed into the game. That was the last of the people, but I can go on Tinder now and just have a look. Anyway, so our next performer is a special one. We have businesswoman girl next door wait. Let me just do that again. Pause ahead. Anyway. Okay, I'll introduce her one more time with the amount of respect that she deserves. Hazira, if you're ready with your video. So our next performer is very dear and near to a lot of people's heart. She is an influencer, businesswoman slash girl slash philanthropist slash IG life advocate. Please welcome to the stream, Miss Fatima Jones.
Oh my god, Fatima! Oh my god!
Fatima, can you unmute yourself and start from the beginning?
How? Do not cross the line with me. Excuse me. Hello? Is everyone listening? I have to start from the... What is this? Ugh. Hey everyone, it's your favorite businesswoman, humble girl next door, philanthropist, girl boss, IG live advocate, Fatima Jones. I just wanted to update on my life. Someone has been interrupting me all this while, but we move. So I want to answer a lot of your questions, but first I wanted to, give you a little update that yes, I haven't been going out for about 7 days now. I think I'm going crazy, but it's the times that we live in. It's a really crazy time when you think about it. Like, it really dawned to me pre-Korona that I've always wanted to have a proper break from my business and go about this Bahamas vacation that I've always thought about. All my friends were really going about that, and I was like, no, my priorities land in my job. But I guess I just have to make do now, Like, it really dawned to me how convenient it is when you have your own private beach in your backyard. Like, all that investment is really worth it when you have time like this. And I know when people are going backlashing me, all your thoughts are onto it. Like, yes, it is safe for social distancing. I've managed to oversee all the minor setbacks. Yes, it is not as blue. The water is not as blue as the Bahamas. But I just have to make do. It's not the blue that I've always wanted, but I just have to make blue. It's not a big deal, you guys. But, now I'm not really using it because I've been trying to get the spike fences made surrounding the areas. Also, comment down for the people who ever felt that people are invading your private beach. Like, you get what I mean when I have to put on spike fences made for the whole area. Like, it's just a precaution to get rid of people breaking and entering, because it is your private space, it is your private area, and you need to protect that for yourself. Like, this beach isn't for charity, It's complicated, but for people who understand, I see you. So this reminds me to get on my original intention on live here, that I'm actually all about meditating right now. I'm all about meditating and self-help books and podcasts. It's really helped me, ground myself and get in grip with the whole situation of staying at home and really not doing anything. Some people say it's easy for people like me, but anyways, it self-help's really taught me a lot about compassion, compassion and empathy, sympathy, all those big words and emotions that I'm trying to grasp slowly. It was really nice of my therapist to suggest me all these things, I really don't pay her half as much for me to do all the work, but I guess, whatever. I really wanted to talk more about developing compassion and empathy when you're alone in this state. As you can see, I'm really alone in this house. And I've come to realize that I needed to make these choices. I needed to let go of myself, of people. And, it's tough. It's tough. One of the choices that I needed to make right now was sending off my house helpers back to their third world countries that they call home. It's part of the compassion process. I see it as a way for them to, for a mini vacation for them. It really is astounding me that some people aren't letting go of their house helpers at this time. Maybe they just need time to heal too and find themselves. And it's always better to find yourself at home. Like Maria, my maid. She's my maid. She's like my biggest fan. Maria, if you're watching this right now, I hope you know my heart is with you and your 12 other siblings. I hope you're using my sanitizer as well. I send you that like every day. Please refrain from sharing. It is only for a one-person use. And the supply of self-help books, yeah, that's really good for you, Maria. You have problems when you come here, and I really taught you a lot. Please remember that. Please. Don't worry, guys, too. All my house helpers are getting supply of sanitizers and masks so they can use it and still work for me. I'm sending them back here, of course, because they're like my workers, Anyways, in light of the news, Corona, COVID-19, I really wanted to spend this time to just give like enough good vibrations and positivity on my time here. I wanted to thank all the workers that are still working right now. To all the frontliners, you hold a dear spot in my heart. I remember one time when I was 20, when I thought I couldn't breathe, I was laying helplessly in the hospital bed. This was after my nose job surgery. It felt like hell. I've been reflecting on this so much, but this one nurse had to hold my nose in an upright position for hours. I mean, it's not that she had to do it, but like, it's the little things. It's the little things that I'm thankful about these people. And moving on, I really wanted to personally thank the doctors that are working right now. Thank you for leading the way for me to get this nose that I have right now. Dr. Amer, who always generously accepts my last-minute Botox appointments. The things you do astound me, truly. And I know this doesn't seem like much big of a deal, it's not common sense for people, but you should really thank not just the frontliners, So now I'm extending my thank yous for the regular common little people that are, what's that called? Who are they? I need to check. The delivery people, those people who send little parcels in front of your house, yeah. Service people, yeah. They're truly heroes without capes. They're talented and beautiful and brilliant, proficient in their jobs and skilled at their work. I know I keep on reflecting, but it's just so hard not to remember. Like one time I was craving so much for laksa Sarawak, my favorite food. And I got shipped personally. No, I got it shipped personally from Sarawak for me within a span of hours. Just how I like it. And it's so brilliant. It's brilliant work. You know, what these people do. I personally know I could never do it. But because I could never, that means they would always have to forever for me. And that's so brave. So thank you. Everyone, please give a round of applause to all these people working so hard in times of Corona. Hello?
Hi.
Oh.
Beautifully done.
Oh. Hello.
Hi,
Hi.
Fatima Jones.
Who are you? Hi. I think
Who are we? You asked us to interview you.
excuse me?
I'm a big fan of yours.
You asked us to interview you.
Oh.
I don't even know who you are.
This is a miscommunication.
No, it's not.
There's something. No. Is it really? It's interesting, you know?
What is interesting? Everything seems to be interesting to you.
It seems that I've seen you in my shows before, but you just
I don't
haven't
even know you.
you just haven't caught on. It's interesting that people.
Oh. Well, Sally's a big fan of you.
Oh,
I'm so
hello.
honored. I'm so honored to have you. Oh my god. Your
Oh.
words were just touching my heart. I love you.
Hello,
Some
Sigma.
parts of me.
How's
Hello?
your
Hello?
Thank you for making a whole lot of difference in our lives.
Is she
Fatima
making a
Jones.
difference?
She is by
What difference
moving
is she
my
making?
heart.
I have
She
so
moved
much
my
rage in
heart.
me right now.
She moved my heart.
Thank you, my love. Thank you. Your towel head is beautiful.
Oh my gosh. You know this. Thank
Just
you.
remind yourself that every day is a day for you to live on.
Would you like do your own towel head, you think, Fatima?
Who are you again?
Oh my god, what a bitch.
Um.
Oh, she's the co-host. I'm another
Yeah.
co-host.
Oh, okay.
But I'm the big fan.
Okay. I see.
So how's your isolation going, Fatima?
Can I get the other person to talk?
Oh god, sure. Sally, please go ahead.
My co-host says, how's isolation?
Oh, thank you, my love. It's been so great. I think 2 days from now, I'm going to finally open my own beach.
Oh my god.
Inviting few people, you know, 6
Can you
feet
invite me? Can you invite me?
apart. Hmm,
I'll be quiet.
any more questions?
Yeah, what's your opinion on the funding for a public health system during the corona?
Oh my god. My good friend Vivi Yusuf did that. She did open that opportunity for frontliners to get like more money. I think it's interesting. I haven't thought about, you know, investing on a full project such as that.
It's not a project, it's a public health system.
It's interesting investment. I will have to really consult my lawyers on that first, on whether I should proceed.
What do you think society will be like after this pandemic?
That's an interesting question.
Everything's interesting, isn't it?
I would just like people to see how hard I've worked for the past few years. This business is still going strong, you know.
What business is that again?
Socks.
Oh,
What kind of
lovely.
sock?
It's still in development, actually.
but the business is booming.
It's still in development. I need to consult my lawyers before I have to.
Sally, can you take over?
Oh.
Someone. I have to answer someone's phone.
Okay. I'll buy your socks, Fatima Jones. Anything else that you have for your merchandise? I would buy your baju kurung as well.
I will think about that. Thank you.
Any?
Thinking
Do you have
about
any? Wait, I listed down all the questions that I have for you because I know that we'll be having an interview with you, and I'm such a huge fan of yours. So I wanna ask you all these bunch of questions. Okay, will you be fine with that?
Please proceed. I would love to hear it.
Okay, it starts from question number 1. What's your next project to save the world?
My next project is obviously post-Korona. I'm thinking about visiting all my house helpers, third world countries, and go invest in certain areas as part of their development in their countries.
That is amazing.
Diplomatic ties.
Is that like you're basing that on the idea that the economy after coronavirus is going to be the same as the economy how it was before?
I think someone forgot to pay their Wi-Fi. The signal isn't really working right now.
It's
Really?
fine.
So, oh my God, someone.
No, Fatima Jones, come back and answer that question. Do you think capitalism will strive after this? Fatima Jones? Did we lose her?
Fatima Jones, can I ask for your autograph as soon as we're done?
No.
I'm sorry, I
Fatima
can't
Jones.
hear you. I can't hear you well. Yeah, someone forgot to pay their Wi-Fi. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Third of
Bye
May
for
is
now.
the
I love
first
you.
week.
My fans only.
Oh.
Well, she's gone. Someone, Nazmi just put it in the chat that they delayed MOH press conference for Ramshackle. I'm very, very honored. Thank you, Brunei government. So I have 15 minutes left because I have visitors coming over to my house. So Sally, can we have my chat very quickly before we work on getting Alif into the stream?
Ali's not here yet? Oh my gosh.
Not yet. He left. So okay. So last time we had grandma chat, and for some reason it went really well. Have you done any new hobbies? I love to see it. Awesome.
Oh.
Okay.
Hi.
Cool.
So wait, we'll talk for like 2 minutes and then we'll bring Alif in. Sally,
Hi.
hobbies?
Oh, new hobbies. Okay. I'm trying to get back into like sewing.
Have you done it?
And it was just a plan.
It's a
But
plan.
but I am trying to because like my grandma still keeps around the at the sewing machine yang ato kakinya cuma ni.
Yeah.
You
I know,
know.
yeah. But what do you want to sew?
I may want to try to make a face mask since it's trending these days.
That's really cool.
And I want to share some of the profits in Fatima Jones' Apato project. Because I really love what she's doing.
We are never going to have Fatima Jones into the show ever again, I think. And if she ever does, that would be a misstep on my part. So I've been cross-stitching. This is what I want to talk about. I've been cross-stitching, which is really cool. Like I made these turtle in the whole time we were, oh no. Look, I made this while we were performing.
Nice. Oh my gosh. Can I see the top one? Yan di atas
Yeah.
punya.
Look,
Oh.
these are a pain in the ass to do. But also, my favorite is this. I made a sloth last week.
Oh my god. That's so cute.
Adorable.
Yeah.
Blurry turtles, says Nazmi. Yeah, it's true. Anyway, we'll move on to our next performer, and then I have to like sungkai in half an hour and people coming over to my house in a bit. So we'll bring Alif in. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys know him as Alif Chief. Please welcome him into the stream. Can you unmute yourself, Alif?
Hello. Greetings. Hey. So, am I live now? Cool. I just did. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Bumi Afrika, di sini mulanya kemanusiaan. Bumi Afrika, di sini mulanya dunia dan alam semesta. Namamu terkenal luas sejak beribu tahun. Kekayaanmu dinikmati satu dunia. Budayamu tersebar menitik para ilmuwan. Dari kota Timbuktu sehingga kota Baghdad. Letak irama dan tarian memberi makna kepada mereka yang terus berjuang. Seperti gendang bermain tanpa berhenti. Bumi Afrika, ayo kita melangkah ke depan. Bumi Afrika, di sini mulanya kemanusiaan. Bumi Afrika, di sini mulanya alam semesta. Bumi Afrika, janganlah kamu bersedih. Bumi Afrika akan kembali suatu hari nanti. Bumi Afrika, Bumi Afrika. Bumi Africa. Bumi Africa. Bumi Africa. Thank you. So,
That was great. That was amazing.
thank you. Thank you, Salihani.
Oh my god, why am I fangirling when you said that? Okay. So, how's
yes.
Uganda so far with the COVID?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that again?
How's Uganda so far with the whole COVID and all that?
I think here in Uganda, everything seems to be under control. Where in comparison to other parts of the region, so where I am right now is in East Africa. So I think within that region alone, we have the lowest number of positive cases.
Oh, wow.
We've not even been into the hundreds. Well, hopefully it won't happen. We're
Uh-huh.
still in double digits. So
Uh-huh.
whereas the other countries, Tanzania, Rwanda, Kenya, they're all into the hundreds right now. So I think the government here has done a good job handling it well.
So plenty of like social distancing and working from home and all that. It's like is that the standard procedure? Oh.
Yeah. And the interesting thing is that they've been implementing that even before they had a positive case.
Oh wow! So like they had a head start, like trying to handle the whole COVID, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
How about your song, though?
Sorry. Oh, I think
Sally's stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi,
Okay.
Alif. Sorry. I
Yes.
had like people
I'm
coming
back.
over because Unkai is in like 15 minutes.
And I'm back.
Okay. Sorry. You would ask me something.
Oh yeah, what inspired you for that song?
That's a great song.
Thank you. Well, I mean, being in Africa, really, to be honest, I've moved here to East Africa. First to Tanzania about 3 years ago with my wife, and then later now I've got my family here. Just living here, it's really, it gets into your blood. I can't really describe it. I mean, I could describe it in words, but it wouldn't do it any justice. Just being here is a different vibe, really.
Right.
You know?
What do you think is like, do you think you've made any changes whatsoever to how your perspective is? Like, macam di Brunei, you're like, oh, I like these kind of things. And then you move there. Like, what kind of stuff that you've picked up on in terms of culture and how they do things, for instance?
Well, there are some similarities between East Africa and Brunei. Like, especially when we were living in Tanzania, it's it's a slower pace of life. Take it easy. And Brunei is, I don't know if it's still like that, but when I last left it, it was pretty much chill, relax. Take your time, take it easy.
Nada janji Brunei, and nada janji Melayu ka? Or janji African? I'm curious. Ada janji Melayu ka?
Janji Melayu na pelang ada, tapi macam I think, like, for example, with timing,
Right.
it's funny. Macam janji pukul 3, sekali datang pukul 5, macam itulah.
So sama lah janji Melayu di sana.
Lebih kurang sama lah, macam itu.
Yeah, but no one's actually 2 hours late, though, are they?
Yeah, like I'm not kidding you. Macam kalau terima makan restoran, some places can be really slow and you have to wait macam 3 jam macam itu.
Ya Allah.
Oh, I'm not kidding you. But it's a given, it's funny in a way, but you kind of get used to it, and you can, like, for example,
What do you do in those 3 hours of waiting for food?
And bercerita lah.
Sama macam sukai jua, menunggu sukai.
If it's slower pace of life, right? I mean, if you don't have a lot more things to do, that's fine. You can just macam spend 3 hours waiting. That's okay.
Like for example, kalau macam terima makan angin if you go on a holiday and the service is going to be slow, You just beritahu dorang awal lah, macam you come 3 hours before.
Hey.
Beritahu aku mau ni, aku mau makanan ni, and then okay, come back 3 hours. When by the time come back, ada siap sudah. Macam tu lah.
Ideally.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's how it is.
Kalau aku di Brunei aku cranky habis tu gila.
Yeah,
Oh.
I guess you just get used to it, don't you? Like I'm in Australia right now, and shops are not even macam tempat makan is not even open at 2 in the afternoon. So you don't really eat in the afternoon except to snack, I guess.
Yeah, macam it depends lah. Kalau macam you say again, kalau you bercuti makan angin, it depends where you are. Like we went to this island called Zanzibar. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, basically, if you're by the beach, you know, white sandy beaches, you do something lah sebelum you makan.
Right.
So
Very cool.
yeah, just take it as it goes.
How's COVID there, Alif?
Yeah, that's where my
How's
princess
COVID?
from Nigeria is from.
No, Sally, stop it. You're being
Nigeria is like a different part of Africa.
Yeah, they're not the same country.
Culturally wise, if you compare East Africa, say like countries in East Africa, Nigeria, kalau Nigeria macam dorang panas sikit.
Panas
They're
as
more
it.
like go getter, you know, like yeah, you know, let's go for it, you know. They're very ambitious, very. Itulah macam, yeah, they're very. They're go-getters, you know, if you get what I mean.
Yeah. How's COVID there?
Oh, sorry. Like I said earlier, the Uganda Masani, it seems to be under control. We haven't been to the triple digits yet, and this is since the 20th of March.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So, and the government has taken preemptive measures lah sebelum ada terkena jangkitan.
That's cool. How much longer are you staying there, Alif?
I don't know. We'll see. At least 2 years. That's a plan. And then after that, see lah macam mana. Where do we go from there?
Mau ke Nigeria, because I may want to meet my prince there.
Atau benar.
Cintaku di sana.
Okay, Sally.
No, but I want to say something. I want to mention. You mentioned Nigeria. I just want to mention that a great Nigerian musician has passed away.
Aww.
His name is Tony Allen. I don't know if you guys know, but he's a drummer and he's responsible. He was one of the guys who came up with this genre called Afrobeat.
Yeah.
If you don't know, check out Femi Kuti. Yeah. So. I was a bit sad when I found out Nigeria has produced great musicians. That's what I like about.
Yeah. When I was in London, I used to live in an area where there are a lot of Nigerians, so it's always like a lot more vibrant than the rest of London.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They love the music. I have to give them that. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Ale, for your time.
That's cool.
Have a great Ramadan, I guess. I don't know. What do people wish people now?
Happy Ramadan, you know?
Yeah. Be safe. Wash your hands.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You know, all the usual stuff. Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
What else do we have on? That's it, really. That's our show. That's our show. We're done. Oh my God. I want to sungkai soon. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what we're supposed to do next. Yeah, we really have nothing else next. Sally, do you have any parting words before I have to prepare my food for my sungkai in like 10 minutes?
Can I time travel there just so that I can have an early sungkai?
Okay, wait. Somebody. Okay. Sally, can you say goodbye? Because I need to get food, but I'll be back really quickly.
I said goodbye. Goodbye. Are we waiting for Gia to say goodbye as well? Okay, she's here. Okay, I'll just stall. 9 people watching. Do you guys want to say goodbye in the comment section? Just say goodbye. What? Oh, okay. I didn't know. Okay, because while I was like doing that jazz thing, like Jay was like playing his ukulele in the background.
They can hear me now.
Okay. Yay! Can you appear on the screen?
Wait. Where am I? Oh yeah, I can't. Well, I am. I'm a little box in the middle.
So this is how they edit this like. There you are. Do you want to put? Okay, there you go. You're in the middle now.
This is like stalling.
Yeah. Yeah, we are stalling right now, waiting for Tia.
Tia said she'll be here
Yeah, you
soon.
can. Okay. Oh, someone gave a meow. Oh, it's Adam.
Huh? Adam?
Yeah,
Oh.
Adam just said meow.
Adam's
Meowed.
always late. Oh, wait.
Itu baru terjanji Melayu tu.
Si Adam.
We done? We're done, right?
Yeah. We're just stalling for you
Oh my
to say goodbye. Okay. Bye.
Bye everything.
Yeah.